myself Rugvi Gamre. Today I am going to explain about the philosophy as a general methodology. So methodology is a system of the methods used in a specific research by the scientists or by the people working on specific method. It is a set of rules or principles that can be used for studies, research and many other things. I will talk about the method and the methodology and the difference between the theories. The method originates as a practical activity while we can say as a reality, and to confirm its property. The method is taken over both by the nature as well as the researcher. The method originates in a practical activity, for example, the law of reality, and to confirm its property. The method is taken over by the nature as well as the researcher, as I said last time, who studies it. As we know, the philosophy is the universal method. The method originates in a practical activity, for example, the law of reality, and to confirm its property. The method is taken over both by the nature as well as the researcher who studies in it. As we all know, the philosophy is the universal method. So how did the methodology exist? For clearing the methods and their relationships, the philosophy gave rise to the methodology. Stated as a particular area of philosophical and the scientific theories and their knowledge. The philosophy methods are the devices for the discovery of the laws of governing, the law of reality for the objects used for the studying, while the philosophy methods are the devices for studying the few objects, like we can say the identical objects. Talk about the relationship between the theory and the method. So these are the two different ways in the philosophy. Like a theory is result of something ongoing process, while the method is something the mode of obtaining a constructive result. This is dialectics as a theory and as a method. So before understanding this, let me tell you something about Marxism. This is a social, economical and political philosophy named after the Karl Marx. In this theory, dialectics is the theory of the most general and law-governed links and the development of evolution. Dialectics is a method between two or more people holding a view on the same point. It may be about the subject or maybe about anything which the people have the similar view or a similar opinion on specific method. Dialectics and metaphysics are two different bridges of the philosophy. So there is a difference between these two. As we can say, the dialectics works as an antipode, whereas metaphysics is an object given in the state. I mean, to get this clear, dialectic is an antipode given birth to a new conception. Metaphysics is characterized by a very static mode of thinking. As we know, a great person, Lenin, he used very strong words for this term. He said undeveloped, rude, crude, dead, rigid. As we can say, the metaphysical materialism. As he said, this is very stupid and not even important in this study. Metaphysics is a very static mode of thinking. As we know, a great person, Lenin, he used very strange words for this term. He said undeveloped, crude, rude. For this term, as he made a conceptual understanding between the metaphysics and the materialism, and he said this to be dead and unpolite and stupid rather than the clever.
I'm going to distribute my time on my topic on the different types of method and methodology. Methods are discovered by the birth of the human being. When we start to learn each and every step by the method, and the description of each and every methods are utilized by the methodology. Methodology is this term in which we study, we discriminate, we define each and every type of method in every sections of the study. As a point of psychology, we divided the method in the speech form, that are manipulation, memorized type, extra-temporary style, and imperative. In the manipulation is the clue of the style. The speech is written and the speaker read it for the words and the audience. Is that it is not allowed in our conspect media. The next one is a memorized style. It is a type of memories manipulation when the speakers are memorize the thing that he wants to tell in the public, that he wants to tell on the stage. That it is the ability of the memorized speakers. When he tries to memorize something, he just recommended with the brain power and used to distribute all the information that are he created from the universe, that are he searched, that are he teach, that are he learned, and spread out all throughout the community. And the third type is the extra-temporary style. It is the speech not completely written. It is usually delivered to the keynotes for reference. It is a sandwich between the manipulation and memory style. Sometimes the speakers give some notes towards them, and you used to discriminate some point section. You used to write some theoretical news in the point section, and you use each and every section and divide in the speaker.
Hello friends, myself Shishir Chaudhary and I'm from second group, and my topic is dialectic and metaphysics. For understanding dialectic, we have to firstly understand Karl Marx, and if we are thinking about him, then we should firstly know about that he is a believer. He is a natural thinker. He is not basically a natural thinker. He is just like a person who believes in things which are happening right now amongst us, between us, or things which are going around us, near about us, like what he is observing. So he gave this theory, the dialectic theory, on the basis of the observation and the things which are realistic. He was from the time of capitalism, and you know very well about capitalism, that the rich are getting rich and the poorer are keep getting exploited from the richer one. So he just observed that time of the period, and he just observed that what is this, where from it is coming from. So he observed his very nearby society, or say very nearby situation of that locality of his origin, and he came to a conclusion that the future is following a path. Like from the initially it's from the slavery, slavery society, and to his current situation, the capitalism. So like it's following a particular trend. So he just predicted, he just came to know about the so he concluded that the future will be governed by the coming future. The nearby coming future is governed by the socialism or the socialists, that the social people, that it is all governed by the group of people that which are coming together and working in the welfare of the human being. So coming to our own basic theory, the dialectics. The dialectic is a theory that believes in two types of ideas, like the things which are happening right now and the things which are opposite to this idea. Like this is the positive and this is the negative. Like if you are following a particular trend or particular path, so you are getting succeed, and this idea is about like you totally opposite of this. Like you whether you do this, do that, you are not going to succeed in each or any kind of a way. So these two ideas, when these positive and negative ideas came in contact with, so Karl Marx says that when these two things came in contact with each other, like the positive and the negative thing, then they make a new theory or a new idea or a new result. But when this result came, there is already a new idea against us. Like this is a new result in front of us, and this is the negative idea. That then again they both meet or say collides with each other and forms a new idea. Again this process keeps on continuing. Like in maths we are having differentiation and integration. Differentiation, you differentiate, you integrate, and they both combines and together forms again the same thing, or the same thing, or say a new consequences. Or like in chemistry we are having a combination or dissociation. They both are totally opposite to each other. Like that we are having in mechanics, like action and reaction. If you are having some action, and then you will have some reaction too. Like if you are exploiting someone, you will get the opposite. Exploiter and exploited. Exploiter keeps on exploiting, exploited keep on exploited. So the rich are getting richer and poor are getting poorer. So this dialectic theory gives us a thought on the both side of the thing. Like this, like each and every coin has a two face. So this theory, dialectic theory, gives us a consequences or give us a thought about like think on the both side of a thing, things on the both side of a thing, like yeah, this is, if you are doing this then this will be happen, but if you are not doing this then this will be happen. If you do combine both of the things, then you can find a mid path amongst it, and you can probably not going to have a perfect theory, but yeah, approximately you are having the pros and the cons of the both thing, so you can get not affected by the positive things or negative things. So I would like to read one point from the Karl Marx theory, that the recognition of the existence of the multiple autonomous and semi-autonomous contradiction that displaces each other and condenses at the various time, producing changes through interaction. With the help of example, I would like to explain this quote. Like if you are riding a bicycle on between the road and a car honking behind you, what you think, you will think like, yeah man, why this car is honking like this, that this road belongs to them only, not to us. But if you think on the other side of this, like if you are the person sitting in the car and the person is riding bicycle in front of you between the road, what you will think? You'll think like, oh man, why he is riding in between the road? He should ride either in the side way or somewhere else. So if you come with both side of the ideas, you will get a midway, you will get a mid path from both of the sides. So you will think like, yeah, I should develop a road, or I should develop a pathway for the bicycles separate, so they won't cross each other path in any ways. So this will be the beneficial. This is the example of dialectic theory, that it gives us a thought on the both side of the things. So friends, coming on the part of metaphysics, rather we should say metaphysics is just an idea or just a thought of having a thought about existence of only a single thing or a single individuality. There is no plus, no minus, no positivity, no negativity, neither of the pros, neither of the cons. They don't think in such a manner. They exist, they what they think of the reality. They are not the reality, they are thinking of the reality. Metaphysics is just opposite of dialectic. It thinks like that the thing which is going in front of you, that's the only thing which is reality and nothing else. Like the fact is that the man cannot ignore the things which are going in front of you and the other cons of the things. Metaphysics says that the thing which is going in front of you, this is the reality only, and you cannot change it. It will happen like this, and you will have to accept it. The main thing metaphysics explain is like, you are not having any pros or any cons. There is no parallel verse or nothing like that. If you will do this, then this will happen, and this is the faith, and you will have to do this. This is the metaphysical idea. What metaphysical idea says that the reality which is existing right now is independent of anyone's thought or anyone's mind. It doesn't concern with the society. It doesn't concern with the people or group of people, but it's just a thought about each and every single individual's mind perception, or how they are perceiving that. Metaphysical person doesn't think about the context of the object being. Like metaphysical things, person ignores the integral context of the object's being. According to metaphysics says that you cannot attain the knowledge of the consequences, that you cannot determine the future. You cannot say that whether if I will do this, then this will happen. So just telling about this thought, Lenin says very rough or tough words for the metaphysics, like it is underdeveloped, it's crude, it's dead, it's rigid, and in front of dialectic, it's stupid. It's totally stupid to talk about metaphysics. Coming on the dialectic again, or should I say concluding the whole thing, is like, only in the case of longitudination fulfill its primary task of being concrete. Like the dialectic is the only thing which is concrete about a particular psychology or physiology. Like we can only conclude by dialectic that yes, this can be predicted. The picture of socio-historical of the world is impossible without dialectic. So coming to the end of my topic, it is dialectic which is able us to see the clear picture of the mechanism and the characters of the motive force of the social life and its consequences. And that's it from our part. We are second group from subgroup second. That's it.